thank you for this opportunity, and viewers at home, good morning. I won't sit here and join issues with Barrister Mark Jacob, because they are fond of all this kind of unsubstantiated allegation. In the course of his presentation earlier, you heard him saying that even after they didn't get approval from the relevant authority to use the Ahmadu Bello Stadium, the governor of Kaduna State, in person of Malam Nasser El-Rufai, in his magnanimity of sportsmanship, granted them the township stadium, that's Ranchers Beach Stadium. And they had their rally there. Chamberlain, could you please ask Mark Jacob, in the course of our discussion, what kind of people will come into a crowd they claim intimidated the ruling political party in Kaduna, that they couldn't tame those strange people that came in? Like our public relations officer said, he said that violence there was self-inflicted. It was disagreement they had among themselves, where they hired some people to come there, and the money they promised to pay them, they didn't pay them exactly what they promised to pay them. And you know how these boys operate. It is highest bidder, money for hand, back for grant. And when they found out that it was PDP's usual way of deceit, they knew that this money wasn't going to come. So, and the next thing is to vent their anger on innocent Nigerians that came there for an appearance fee. Because as far as we are concerned in APC, PDP is no match to us. And 99% of the crowd you saw there, that they came there on an appearance fee. Whether the fee was paid after the lesson, I don't know. But this miscreant normally want their own payment to be.
All right, I think we lost you, Mr. Yohana. We'll try and reestablish that connection and sort that out, because there's some natural questions that will come up from what you've said in order to see how we can understand your point.
Yeah, looks like he's back now.
Okay.
Mr. Yohana, if you can hear us, I just want to know, how do you know that 99% of, I mean, those were your words, of those who came there were rented?
Okay, we're thoroughbred politicians, and we've been in this game for a very long time. We understand how this thing goes. Let me tell you something. There is no political party that does not hire crowd. It's just at the level each political party hires. Some days is 20%, some days is 30%, some days is 50%, some days is 99% out of that. Let me tell you something that you might not know. In Kaduna State, PDP is gone. PDP is gone. What you see PDP doing in Kaduna State is the last kick of a dying horse.
Well, let me come to you now, Mr. Mark Jacob.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mr. Yohana. I heard what you said. I mean, you have just admitted on national television that we should never go by the crowds that we see, be it PDP or APC. You have admitted on national television that your party, more specifically, your party, yes. I'm just bringing to you the implications of what it is that you have said. Let me come to Mr. Mark Jacob to see if he will agree with you. You know, that, you know, maybe a certain percentage, maybe if not all of it. Mr. Mark Jacob, is it possible that, you know, a certain percentage, maybe not to your knowledge, because you were just chairing the committee on getting the venue, isn't that correct? But is it to your knowledge that maybe a percentage of the people who came there were hired?
Well, just like you have said, this is good information and it's good expo for Nigerians to accept that an official of the APC is admitting on national television that they normally hire people to attend their functions. The PDP does not have that capacity. The sitting government may go around and hire millions of people because they have the state treasury and several other sources of funding for that. The PDP in Kaduna State has been out of government since 2015. And we don't have a minister, we don't have commissioners, we don't have people that will come and give us money to hire such a crowd.